850 days and I'm still fat. This is a response to some comments. I'm not going to name who, but some people are basically commenting on TikTok and YouTube on the shorts, because on this channel I post a lot of YouTube shorts about me eating food to lose weight. It is like day 620 or something now, but if you zoom out back enough, it's actually 850 days in a row I've been posting. I've been posting for that long, and some people are commenting, dude, you're on day 620 of losing weight here. Like, something is clearly wrong here, because normally when people go on these cut periods, they have to it's usually not like a 3-year cut period like me, and it's because most people they didn't start out like me. I was 340 pounds. So I will break down to you guys my story here, where I was always an obese, morbidly obese fucking kid since 4 years old. I'm not shitting, man. Dude, that was a big ass fucking plane. What the fuck? Yeah, but basically, I have always been fat my whole life, ever since 4 years old. Like, I don't know if I have any pictures, but I was genuinely super fucking chubby. And currently right now, like, I'm not even that skinny, but I am currently at my leanest body weight I've ever been. But it hasn't ever been like that. I've always been fucking fat. Like, if I were to give you guys a curve for how my weight loss has been, it's pretty much the chart of Bitcoin. It's just up, 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 up. Like, it's fucked up, man. It's been like that for the last 20 years. And some people are, like, they don't know the context, of course, right? Because usually when you go on social media and then you scroll, you're gonna be like, oh, well, when people do cuts like bodybuilders, you're supposed to do it for, like, maybe 4 to 8 weeks, and then boom, after that they've got to their goal, and then the cutting period is over. But for someone like me, where obviously I am a bit of an exception, because I've been pretty much increasing weight to 340 pounds. I'm like 5'10", and 340 pounds is morbidly obese. I should be fucking dead at that weight. I don't know how I didn't fucking die, but when you're at that weight, those rules of 4 to 8 weeks of cutting don't apply to you. You can't expect to lose all those weight that you accrued over 20 years in 4 to 8 weeks like most people think. And that's why it's taken me 3 years here, because I started at like, what, 290 pounds, I think, when I first started recording the shorts. So in response to those comments, like, why it's taking so long, there is actually some progress. If you look at the before videos, I was fat as fuck. I was big as a beach ball, but I look like the bowler from Clash Royale. And then now I am a little bit better. Like, right now, I'm not even at like my peak weight. I still have like 30 pounds of fat to go. But basically, that's what it is. There is actual progress being made here. So the people that just look at this one blip in the road, I know that these people, they don't really appreciate the amount of consistently hard work that some people do. Like me personally, if I look at somebody and there's something really great there, you know they've been working at it daily by daily for years and years. So it's important to do that. Like, for example, you just comment somebody with a good physique and say, wow, that must have taken fucking forever. And for most people it did, right? But like the people that say that there are people with crazy genes, those are the exception. There's most likely going to be like less than 10% of those people, like when you go into any social setting, that actually have that physique from genes. Most people, when they go to the gym, they built it themselves. They didn't get it from genetics. So I'm just going to say that really quick. But yeah, for me personally, this whole weight loss journey, why it's taking so long? It's because I was so fucking fat. And like, another misconception about weight loss here. So weight loss, it doesn't happen in 4 to 8 weeks, even if you're a normal person. It's usually not going to be a straight downtrend curve when people go on a weight loss. They think it's just going to happen like, oh, now I'm going to stop eating the pizza or something, or have 1,000 calories less than usual this day. I should be at my peak weight tomorrow, right? No, it is a compounding effect. It's multiple days of caloric deficit that take you to that final destination after a long period of time. So currently, right now, how it's been for my weight loss, I've actually been stagnating for the last year or so. I've been around, I think, 200 to 220 pounds range. I'm currently 207, but like, I pretty much maintained my weight for like a year, because when you're trying to lose weight, it's not really a downwards curve. It's going to be like a market curve, where essentially there's a mark down like this. It's pretty short, like time frame wise, and then you have a longer consolidation, and then another mark down that's pretty short, and then a longer consolidation. That's how it is, not just in like markets, but also in weight loss. And there is like a biological reason, because when your body is going through a caloric deficit phase, your body's at constant war. Your hormones are all fucked up. You're not like at optimal, pretty much allocation. Like, even though you're using energy from your fat stores, when that's the case, your body's like, oh fuck, we don't have any food. So they're going to give you super high cortisol to motivate you to eat more food and to look out more for more food. Because you got to also realize that the fatter you are, it's not like you can just tell a fat person, oh well, why don't you just stop eating and then start, I don't know, hitting the gym. Yeah, it sounds like such an easy by all these skinny boys who say that you should just stop eating, right? Like, I only eat 400 calories. No, it's a relative baseline. Everyone has their own different caloric baseline, and you can't really compare apple to apple like that. A lot of people, they're going to have different starting points. So you telling like me before to just stop eating, like I literally got some of these comments from some people saying, dude, you should just stop eating. I mean, maybe it works. I don't know. I think there is like one case where some guy only ate vitamins and then ate 0 calories for like 2 years, and he went to like a normal weight from a really, really fat zone. Thing is that these are exceptions, right? These are not the average population here. So that's just what I'm trying to say here, where that type of advice, it doesn't work. Everyone has their different baselines. And for me personally, when I was trying to lose the weight, I had to have the super long maintenance period for the last year or so. So some people are going to give the comments on, oh yeah, it's like you're not even losing any weight, man. Well, thing is that if I'm going to be recording myself on a daily basis, of course there's going to be some periods where there's not like drastic change on the same next day. I don't want to be preachy here, but I hate how people, they expect these drastic expectations, these drastic results to happen in like one fucking day, man. They look at one data point in the whole fucking curve and they're like, oh my god, we're so doomed. But then you're supposed to zoom out. Like things like weight loss, any drastic transformation, they take years to happen, right? And you have to show up every day to mark things into data points such that you can get your results, and you have to show up every day. It's a consistent thing. Like, I don't know, man, this is just my fucking rant. Like, I hate when people say this, or they're like, oh my god, I'm gonna go on my super weight loss diet now, I've been trying to lose weight, man. Like, they've been eating like shit food for the last 8 weeks or so, and they're like, oh my god, I got a little bit chubbier, but I want to lose weight now. Yeah, it's probably going to be like that, and you want to lose weight because you gained more fat and now you look like a blob. Well, these people expect them to, now that they eat a salad for the next day, that their weight is going to come off in one fucking day. That's not how it works, man. Essentially, what I'm trying to say here is that when I was trying to lose weight for like the last 300 days or so, I was stagnating because I think it was actually necessary. If I just kept trying to lose weight, because I thought that I could actually just do a straight downwards path for my weight loss. But the thing is that when your body loses weight, it increases the amount of cortisol in your body, which is a stress hormone, which essentially, when there's a lot of stress like cortisol in your body, it physically cannot metabolize fat to be burned. It physically cannot do that because there's too much cortisol in your body. And like, if I were to reason for that, like, I'm not a biology PhD or anything, but the reason why is because your cortisol is spiked so that it can essentially boost dopamine in your body to motivate your body to find more food in the wild, right? Because when your body is losing fat and using your fat stores as energy in the real world, like in the fucking wilderness, that means that you don't have food, and if you don't find food, you're gonna die. So your body, it feels like it's about to die because your body is literally about to die. Like, that's what it feels like when you're losing fat. That's why it fucking sucks, because you're relying on the fat stores and your body's gonna jack up the hormones so you can eat more food so you don't die. Like, it's a very simple process here. But when you're going through that for years and years instead of like 4 to 8 weeks, because like your cut periods, they shouldn't be like super long, because your body is supposed to have a maintenance caloric input and output for pretty much most of your life. But when you're someone like me who had to lose 20 years of fat gain, dude, I have to take drastic measures. And even if I were to cut for like 6 months at a time, I still need stagnation periods, because when you're at that new baseline, like let's say I lose 20 pounds in these 6 months, then that new baseline, I need to get used to this new body zone. Even though it's not my final result that I want, I have to stay there to let my hormones stabilize and get to a baseline where, okay, now we're ready to go on to the next level. So it's very important. And during these maintained recomps, I would say that it's very important to keep doing weightlifting, keep doing the healthy shit. Like, even like, the thing is that you have to change your habits as well. You gotta do more exercise and then stop eating shit ass food. I was doing that for pretty much a year, and I actually stayed the same weight, but my numbers in the gym got higher. I think like 15-20%. So that's like pretty nice, right? That means you gain more muscle and lost more fat. So yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to say in this video. I just wanted to say why some people think I am not losing fat or anything. I am. Trust me, I'm currently in this new downtrend phase. I think I went from 221 to 207 currently in about 72 days. I think my next goal is going to be 190 pounds. I don't know how shit I'm going to feel by then. Like, I already feel like I'm dead already. Today was like a refeed day where I had like 300 grams of carbs and like a whole ass pound of ribeye, man. It was insane today. But like, it's important to also have these refeed days, which is what I realized. Like, most of the time you should feel like you're dying, but then on that 1 week day, like today, you need that refeed to essentially stabilize your hormones. So you kind of have your own mini periods of down only and then consolidation and then down only. I'm having some of these lately. I'm testing it out. It's like called carb cycling. It's something that actually started working for me really well. So if you're trying to lose weight as well, highly recommend looking it up and seeing if it works for you. But yeah, if anything from this experience, so weight, like being fat, I wanted to say like my experience of it, where being fat fucking sucks, by the way. I don't recommend anyone to be like it. In America especially, where a lot of people are fat because the diet of a lot of Americans is so processed and it's just toxic to your body. A lot of these guys are going to die early. American life expectancy is going down through the ground, and it's not looking good for America's life expectancy until they fix like diets for most people. I don't know if it will happen, but yeah, in America especially, like, I just want to emphasize how fucking hard it is to lose weight in America. There are temptations on a daily basis, man. And you have to resist your urges every fucking day. Like, imagine you go to work and in the office there's cupcakes in the kitchen, there's bagels with cream cheese on over there, you can smell the banana bread that is just freshly out of the oven, and you have to walk in with your steak and fucking eggs every fucking day with the 2 bananas and 3 scoops of protein powder, which I dry scoop on a daily basis. You guys think I don't have the temptations either? Yeah, I do, but I resist against them. And the thing is that when you resist against the temptations long enough, it just gets easier and easier to resist them. Like, it's hard to do it at first, I understand, but it's like another spiral with that, where it's hard as fuck to lose weight in America, especially with all the super high caloric foods everywhere, and then also the fact that everywhere you have to drive with a car. Like, you have to force yourself to walk. And that's why when a lot of like Asians or Europeans come to America, they essentially gain so much fat and they're not even like changing anything about their lifestyle. And they're like, wait, what the fuck? I just visited America for a month and I just gained 10 pounds. What the fuck just happened? And like, when they go back to Europe or Asia, like, they burn it off because the lifestyle there is so much better. You can walk everywhere, and the food, there's not as many temptations like in America. So it's just easy as fuck, honestly, in comparison to America. But yeah, in America, it fucking sucks to lose fat. I'm not gonna sugarcoat that at all. So like, for me, for example, I think some people criticize me or think I'm weird for having like a super strict diet or a super strict regimen. Like, I literally go on 5-mile hikes every day like outside, and I do it in between lunch breaks and also after work. And like, some of my coworkers are like getting inspired by me. They're like, damn, I should low-key do that too, because like some of them are pretty chubby, right? And I'm like, yeah, probably should, but like, I don't push it enough. I just do my own thing. But like me, for example, I'm the only person in the entire area that's doing these things. Like, when I go on walks, I don't see anyone outside. I'm like the only person, and I'm the only person like not eating bread and then eating ground beef and eggs on a daily fucking basis. I am an absolute weirdo. But you have to develop these crazy ass habits, especially in America, and be weird from the normal population to survive and actually to lose weight. Because me, for example, I probably got a pretty bad hormonal debuff because I've always been statistically morbidly obese compared to other people in my classmates. I was always like 100 pounds fatter than the average person in my classmates. Like, I was fat, bro. And like, for me to essentially go back on that and to become quote unquote normal, I have to take really drastic measures. And I think if I were to say at the end of this video about anything I'm grateful about, because I'm actually really grateful for this path, because a lot of people, when they look at my life, for example, and to look at that lens where I grew up fat the whole time, like imagine being fat, you dread going to PE, you can't, like it's literally stressful as fuck to go to PE, you can't even run like half a mile, you can't really walk anywhere, like you are huffing and puffing to go up the stairs for school. What else? I also got injured, so I was bedridden for like a couple months after hitting the gym. Like that was fucking horrible too. Like I'm trying to think of what else. Like it just sucks being fat. You don't get any attention from girls, you get disrespected basically from a natural perspective from other people. I mean, I guess like getting bullied by if you're fat isn't really much of a thing, because like if you're fat, you're bigger, right? But bigger doesn't mean stronger, it just means you're bigger. But a lot of people, they subconsciously think in their mind, oh well, this guy's bigger, so I don't want to deal with him. Like there's a lot of social bad things that happen when you become fat. But I think for me personally, since I've suffered all this stuff, like I had to go through my own escape routes while I was growing up with like video games and anime, because I didn't get any validation or connection in the real world with people with school, because I was fat as fuck. I was a social outcast. I was a 1% exception. I wasn't really relatable. I mean, I did have like some friends here and there, but they were like some gamer people, and honestly I think most of them were pretty skinny people. But like me personally, it's hard. Like it's fucking hard. So if you're like a fat person too, or you relate, you understand how fucked up it is to be fat. But one of the great things about being fat and like my path in life though is that you get such a large amount of grit and discipline and motivation to excel more than any of your peers. Because what I realize with a lot of people is that when they grow up skinny and then they have everything that their parents provided them and they never really had to work that hard and they just play the games, these people end up being mediocre for the rest of their lives. They just work the job and then they, I don't know, live paycheck to paycheck. It's not really the best life for them. It's just like mediocre. It's not bad. It's not good. It's just like, eh. And for most people, if they accept that, that's fine. But for me, since I've become from the trenches, I don't want anything else except for exceptional. So it's kind of a lonely feeling as well if I want that, because I've come from these trenches where I literally had fucking nothing when I was growing up. And I see all my peers have all of these things, like, I don't know, like some of my friends saying to me, yo, I just got my dick sucked at like 14 years old. And I'm like, oh, wow, great, man. And I'm just like, well, I don't have any access to that. I'm like, you know, even if you're fat, by the way, you want all of that. It's not like you're any less horny than other people at that age. You are going to be the same amount of horniness. But the thing is, you don't have access to that, and it fucking sucks. Yeah, that's pretty much all I want to say in this video. It's just a bit of a rant here, kind of random. Just had the thought of like, why are you so fat after like 900 days of weight loss? I'll just explain myself in this video. That's just how it is. But yeah, I'll see you guys.